In the glittering halls of the Winter Palace, a woman stood before a mirror, draped in silk, crowned in diamonds, adored by millions, and yet utterly alone. Her name was Catherine Alexeyevna Romanova, the woman the world would call Catherine the Great. She ruled the largest empire on earth, but the one territory she could never conquer was love. At 16, the young German princess Sophie of Anhalt-Zerbst was married off to the awkward, erratic heir to the Russian throne, Grand Duke Peter. He was 26, but behaved like a boy. He loved toy soldiers, German beer, and the Prussian king, but not his wife. For 10 years, their marriage was little more than theater. Catherine, intelligent and passionate, read Voltaire in secret while her husband paraded around with wooden drums. He humiliated her in public. She smiled in silence. But inside her grew two things: loneliness and resolve. If she could not be loved, she would be feared. If she could not find happiness, she would create history. Then came Stanisław Poniatowski, a young Polish nobleman sent to Russia with the British envoy. Elegant, educated, romantic. Everything Peter was not. He called her his goddess, and for the first time, Catherine felt alive. Their affair was short but dangerous. He would return home with a broken heart, and years later, Catherine would repay that passion by making him king of Poland. For her, love was no longer just feeling, it was diplomacy. When Peter finally ascended the throne, his reign lasted just months. The empire mocked him. His own guards despised him. And among those guards stood a tall, broad-shouldered officer, Gregory Orlov. He loved her fiercely and helped her do what no woman had ever done: seize the crown on the night of the coup. Catherine rode through St. Petersburg in a green uniform, sword at her side, Orlov at her back. By dawn, Peter was gone, and she was empress. Their love lasted 12 years, passionate, volatile, and real. But power changed everything. Orlov grew jealous, restless, unfaithful, and Catherine, who had shared her throne, could not share her pride. She let him go with tears no one ever saw. After Orlov came Alexander Vassilchikov, young, handsome, kind. Too kind. He adored her, but could not challenge her mind. For Catherine, conversation mattered as much as caress, and with him she found neither. She dismissed him quietly, rewarding him richly. But his absence barely left a shadow. There were others, officers, poets, ministers. Each believed he could tame the heart of an empress. Each learned that power and tenderness rarely live in the same bed. Then, fate delivered her greatest equal, Prince Gregory Potemkin. He was not beautiful, but brilliant. He spoke her language: politics, art, war, empire. They argued, conspired, and laughed as only two souls in command could. He built her Black Sea Fleet, founded cities, and whispered to her not as a subject, but as a partner. Many historians believe they married in secret, a union of minds disguised as an affair. In her letters, she called him my dearest friend, my happiness, my torment. Their bond outlasted passion. Even when apart, they ruled together, one mind, two bodies. When Potemkin died, Catherine wore black for months. In private, she wrote, "I have lost half of myself." By the time Platon Zubov appeared at court, Catherine was in her 60s. He was 22, charming, vain, and devoted. The court mocked them, but Catherine only smiled. He reminded her of youth, of laughter, of touch, of being seen not as an empress, but as a woman. For 7 years, he gave her something no crown could: the illusion that time could be kind. And when her heart finally gave out in 1796, it was Zubov who wept beside the throne. Catherine the Great ruled for 34 years, expanding borders, reforming laws, and rewriting history. But behind the marble statues and portraits lies another story of a woman who gave everything to her country and spent her life searching for someone who could give something back. She loved deeply, dangerously, and without apology. Her empire was vast, yet her heart, forever restless, hit. If you believe that even the greatest rulers can't escape the loneliness of love,